What are the things to do at Okomu National Park? To me, one of the most interesting things is the base itself. It was a total escape to nature from city noise. Imagine being surrounded completely by greenery, no generator noise, no vehicle noise, no human noise, no noise of any type, no music, just a very quiet and serene environment.
Everywhere is cool.
It's cool and
nature,
calm.
massive. Wow.
This is one of the powerful benefits of nature. It's like your head suddenly cools down.
Cool.
Wow.
There's calmness.
Exactly.
Cool. Everywhere is cool.
The only sound you hear here is that of birds, chirpings of birds.
Yes. This is very good for relaxation.
Exactly.
Come and relax.
That itself was a treat to me before I start talking about the calming effect it had on my mind. So one of the things to do at the Okomu National Park is relaxing in nature away from city noise and enjoying clean air void of massive smoke and dust pollution and rich in oxygen. The best way to enjoy this is finding time to lodge at least 2 days or more. Aranhwa Base Camp is situated deep inside the forest. During the course of our stay, we savored the environment as we took a walk around a 3-minute walk to the stream, which we were told is called Aranhwa Stream, and at the stream we were told an interesting story.
Imagine pig.
This one is most recent.
Everywhere. Imagine.
So pigs were just so close to us this last night.
See everywhere pigs. With the river hog. So this is a Aranhwa Stream. Call it Aranhwa Stream in the Okomu National Park.
Wow.
So you can find it in Aranhwa Base Camp Orange. So there is, you can see that the water is small, but it's well valued. We have traditional linkage, traditional stories attached to it. So that's why it have value. The state value the water. And the story attached to it is that there was one of the Obas of Benin that married two twin sisters. Two sisters got married to one man. So one of them, they were called the Oba then, Oba Ogiso. So one of them was fertile, had children, but the one that had children was Ato. The one that doesn't have children, Aranhwa.
Okay.
So there was too much mockery on the one that didn't have children. Of course, you know, in the market everywhere they will always be making mockery of you that didn't have children, you as if it is your fault. So they were making mockery of the woman. So one day, the husband sent them to their home. So when they went to their parents served the one that had children water with a golden cup, and then gave Aranhwa that didn't have children with ordinary cup.
Oh my God.
Imagine. So that increased the annoyance of the woman. The parents that are supposed to be consoling the woman even did the worst. So angrily, the woman left their place and then entered the forest and magically turned to the water you are seeing. That is their belief. But then before the woman
Could even be she took her life.
Yeah, before the woman did that, she stated some things that the water forbids. That one, the water, anything red oil, the water forbids it. Any woman menstruating, the water forbids it. Then a cry of babies not up to 3 months old, the water forbids it. Then, and so on. And that if any of these were disobeyed, that there will be consequences. So which one of the consequences is that the water will dry? You understand? And since this place became national park, it have dried 2 times, such that no matter how heavy the rain will fall, you will not see any single water here.
Wow. And in such instance, could it be that the law was broken?
Yes, that is what it's likely be. So when that happens, what we did was that we will consult the custodian of the river. Like the Ugolo community, there is a community that is the custodian of the river. Don't forget that people have been using here before it became national park. They worship the water. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
So we now consult the original owner of the water. That is the native people. They will now consult the oracle and know what actually offended the goddess of the water. Then when the goddess revealed where they ate, they will now appease her and the water will come back. So about 2 years ago, no water here. So we reported to the office reported to the community, they made the sacrifice. We don't actually know the type of sacrifice they do because it doesn't concern us. So they make the sacrifice and appease the goddess and the water came back. The water is smaller here, but outside the forest is a big water. And the source is from the forest here. It is originated from the forest, close to where we stopped when we went to walk yesterday. That side I took you around, the others are in the beginning. So that's where the source is. And if you reach the source, you will see actually the wonder of nature, because normally water is supposed to be springing from the ground or from the rock or from hill. But this one, you reach there, you will be wondering, where is this water coming from? It's not that there is any water springing out from the ground, and it just started. So it is their belief and it is working for them. Don't forget that those states is also a traditional, is a cultural state. They value tradition. So it's actually working for them, it's their belief. And people used to come and still pray here. So once you are request for it and get approval from the office, we take you. All the rangers will do is to just stand with you, pray and leave. So I believe maybe the goddess is answering them. That's why they keep coming.
So we've just heard the story behind Arahwa, by which name this base is called. It's called Arahwa Range Base.
Is it? And don't forget that I told you that the name of this place is Arahwa Base Range.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And the stream is Arahwa. And the story is the woman. The story of that woman that turned to the
river.
That was why they named the area Arahwa.
Now you know the origin of this river, the story behind this river, and this stream you see here becomes a big body of water, a river actually, that passes through villages down after the forest.
So this Arahwa now downstream is a river, it's a full-blown river.
Yes, if you leave this place now, the water became the 2 communities are there, a bigger water. But here it is always like this.
Remember, the forest is just a carved out area. Before it there are communities, and after it there are villages. But this carved out area is being conserved as pure nature for tourism.
And the hanging bridge, which it's not easily accessible now. And it's just you kind of crossing this place now, so that maybe you want to walk in the other
So
side.
you
and
use
follow
that hanging bridge to cross the
but you
Arahwa
yes,
stream.
yeah,
And that brings us to another thing you can do during your visit to Okomu National Park. That is fun. People come here for fun, and there are fun facilities inside this park. And one of them is the hanging bridge. It's a suspended bridge that crosses Arahwa stream, or that connects this side of Arahwa base to the other side after the stream. The bridge is done though. It collapsed recently, but plans are in place to rebuild it. We shall follow up on it and keep you updated on our platform. Link in the description below. Yet another activity you can do in Okomu National Park is climbing the ladder of the tree house. I'm going to tell you more about that in a moment. Before the visit, one of the things I excitedly looked forward to was the tree house, because I had seen a lot of videos about the tree house. The tree house is a platform built at the apex of a tree around the canopy of the tree and a square ladder leading up to it. The tree was one of the tallest inside the park, 140 feet tall and closest to the road. The purpose of the tree house was to let visitors climb to the top of the tree, sit up there and have a panoramic view of the forest, snap photos, and probably have video shots. It also let humans hang around up there silent and catch a view of unsuspecting animals that pass that way. Unfortunately, also the tree house has collapsed, but plans are in place, we were told, to rebuild it. We shall follow up on it and keep you updated. Right now we are on nature trail. We are taking a walk through the parts of the forest to explore, to learn, and in a way to relax. And this is yet another activity you can engage in at Okomu National Park. These are footprints of elephants, adult elephants. We are right now at the lake. We were told by our guide that there are several lakes inside this park, and elephants come around here to drink water, to wallow inside the mud, to cool off themselves, and to find food to eat as well. So that's why we are getting to see much of their footprints around this place.
The air is so fresh. It's not just fresh, it's so refreshing. I believe there's something special about the air in the forest.
Wow, this is elephant dung, elephant poop. This is one of elephant's best food. We were told it is called elephant okra.
The activities of elephant. Personally, have noticed that if you want to trace us, you can't even trace us. because our foot is not leaving any clear footprint that is traceable by anybody. But this elephant, the place they have passed, you will know it because there will be a very deep depression, an indication that they have massive weight.
Yes, because they are first class timbers, they don't grow fast. Soft woods grow faster. You understand? But this first class timbers, hard woods, they grow slowly until they reach this level you are seeing. I think at this juncture we need to go back from here, trace the.
So what I can say from what you have just said is that destinies that grow slowly usually grow stronger. We are still at Okomu National Park, but if you look to our left, you will see oil palm. So the question is, what has oil palm got to do with National Park? Anyway, this part of the park shares boundary with Okomu oil palm. Here we saw monkeys, very many, and here I got to learn that monkeys like palm fruit very well. As soon as they sighted us, they started escaping at the speed of light from the oil palm plantation back into the forest. Unfortunately, I could not capture any for you. I really feel pained. For the first time, I felt a very deep need for a zoom lens.
Okomu National Park, an area of land that is 202.24 square kilometers. It's located at Udo in Uvia Southwest local government area. That's where you find our office there. So this particular place you are is Arahwa range. Now the park was formerly is a part of 1,000 square kilometer of Okomu Forest Reserve. That time it was managed by the state. That's why it is Forest Reserve. And that was in 1935. Then in 1985, it became a wildlife sanctuary. Then in 1999, it became National Park when federal government took over. So the one that was gazetted for federal government is just 202.24 square kilometers. So other parts of the 1,000 square kilometers that I mentioned have been given out to farmers, to communities. So we see, like we thought, the boundary of the park, we saw Okomu oil. So the area they are using is part of those reserved areas that I mentioned. Now, the park have been protected by people from communities to state government. Because, before an area can become a national park or a protected area, community people must have started it. They are the ones that have been reserving the place before government will now come in for a better policing. So they have been doing that, then government took over from them. So from that state government, later Nigerian Conservation Foundation, NCF, took over in 1991. They managed the place and worked with NGOs like this AP Leventis. AP Leventis actually contributed to the growth of the park you are seeing. He did wonderfully well. Some of these elevated structures you are seeing were built by him. So the National Park inherited some of these elevated structures you are seeing, these chalets you are seeing here. So both the swimming pool you are seeing was through the time that they did it. They loved nature, they conserved it. But then in 1999, as I have said, they gave it to Nigerian federal government, and it became Okomu National Park. Now let's go to the biodiversity aspect of it. Okomu National Park is very, very rich in biodiversity. Of course, it's one of the surviving rainforest ecosystem that you can see in Nigeria. So you can imagine it. The entire Nigeria, this place you are seeing, is one of the only place you can see another rainforest is Cross River National Park. So the rest gone. On top of plants, you can see different species of trees. Many of them so huge, have stayed decades here. So huge, different designs. You see that God is wonderful in his creation. When you enter inside the forest, some trees that you didn't even imagine that they still exist, they are existing here. These trees, they grow very tall. As you are seeing some of them. Some of them you can look up, your eyes cannot even see the crown. They are doing that in search of sunlight. And some of them, when they are growing, especially the halophytes, the ones that need the sunlight much, if they're growing and the others cannot allow them to get the sunlight, they will bend towards the direction of the light, what we call phototropism. Then, as they grow tall, they develop crown almost at the apex, and their canopy touch together, casting shade to the ground. That's why you see that the park is always cool. And the trees, they serve as habitat, home for animals. They cover there. You remove these trees, you remove the animals. We talk of the animals here. We have different species of animals. We have Loxodonta africana, that is African forest elephant. We have Sincerus cafananus, that is forest buffalo. We have Potamocorus pocus, red river hog. We have different varieties of duiker. Then we have primates like white-throated monkey, Secopithecus erythrogaster. We have Secopithecus mona, that is mona monkey. Secocebus torquatus, that is red river hog, the one we saw yesterday, crossing the bigger ones we saw yesterday, and so on and so forth. We have crocodiles and many others, butterflies, and more importantly, this place is also an important bird area. Then we still have some ecotourism facilities in the park, but the major ecotourism facility I can tell you is the biodiversity itself, because people talk here mostly not just because of swimming pool, but because of the nature itself. When it is a kind of forest reserve, they were still harvesting some trees.
Okay.
You understand? Like I explained to you there, in reserve there. But once it becomes that sanctuary, it's a kind of a sacred area that you are expected to stay off.
Okay.
The April Leventis worked with NCF, Nigeria Conservation Foundation. You understand?
Okay.
So
Nigeria Conservation Foundation was the body managing this place at that time.
With the April Leventis.
Okay.
Then they handed over to National Park.
Okay. So from that time, you people now came to the picture.
That was when it became a park. A park.
Okay.
Right? From then, 1999 to date, it has been a park, and the protection increased. So we have acceptable security in this place.
Okay.
Yes. An NGO, African Nature Investors, came in to help as well. Now we have ranges in different parts of the park. Currently we have 6. We have this place where is a range. It's Arakwa Base Camp. We have Babu Range. We have Julius Creek Range. Now we have Igwenwa Range. We have this monitoring gate is a range. Now we have Agepupu, and that Julius Creek is ATMP as well. So that's the 6 ranges we have now currently. So now they are also building another one. This and another building another base towards Okomu area.
Wow.
All the communities you get after the
Are
forest,
leading to Gelegele.
Yeah, they are all a job community to water area.
After Okomu.
Yes.
Yes.
So the ones you are seeing Udo, Igwenwa, they are all
Benin, but this
people.
way down.
But this way down now you get job communities. Sometimes security is not about just shooting guns, using rifles to scare people and whatever. There comes to a point that force is important, but diplomacy is also very important. So we work with the communities, with the support zone communities. We work with them, we involve them in decision making. We give them slots, then we employ them.
Wow.
I think majorly most of our officers are from the support zone communities. Then the park is lively. We call it paradise on earth, because when you are here, you get fresh air.
You're right. We felt it when we came in. Yeah.
So no noise, everywhere quiet.
Sure.
The only thing you can see is just live naturally.
Before we left, we met with the project manager of ANI, African Nature Investors.
Speak the language of the local communities, and then speak to their conscience to begin to see the need and all of that.
Napoleon Hill wrote in his book, The Law of Success, and I quote, "Everyone needs a change of mental environment at regular periods. The same as a change and variety of food are essential. The mind becomes more alert, more elastic, and more ready to work with speed and accuracy after it has been baited in new ideas outside of one's own field of daily endeavor. Therefore, the farmer should come to the city quite often and walk among the strange faces and the tall buildings. He will go back to his farm, his mind refreshed with more courage and greater enthusiasm. The city man should take up a trip to the country every so often and freshen his mind with sights new and different from those associated with his daily labor." Our short vacation to nature at Okomu National Park afforded us opportunity to change environment, and it was truly refreshing and rewarding. The best way to understand the benefit is to experience it yourself. Thanks for watching. See you